develop with Outrun. We're definitely trying to get that arcade racer in there first. It's like the old Sega heritage of arcade racing, like Sega Rally, Daytona, Outrun. That's the kind of feel that we're after for this game. So we sort of took that's probably where the majority of the influence is.
The crazy thing about the game is it's been kind of compared to Mario Kart, and it didn't even start off with weapons. It started off as a pure racing game. So that's why it's got that kind of nice handling to it. Why it feels like Outrun, because that's how we started. So.
I mean, Outrun's pretty in depth, but it's quite tricky. So we need to kind of make a simpler system than that. So I think our drift system's a little bit simpler than Outrun. On the subject of weapons, like Steve said, we didn't have weapons initially, and it just kind of felt like they were just missing. It just felt like it was something that we wanted in there in the end. So yeah, it just felt absent.
Yeah, so you probably took a lot more cues from, say, Sonic R or some of the classic Sonic Drift games on a Game Gear, or were there other sort of influences beyond that, or did you just kind of play along?
The strongest influence it is just the heritage of like Sega's arcade racers, the old AM2 stuff. That's definitely the starting point for us.
I think it's more Outrun or Daytona than Drift.
Let's talk about some of the because obviously there's a lot of different Sega properties that you can put into a game like this. Obviously you got Sonic, and you got, like, I'm not going to ask you what different. There's this whole.
There's going to shoot me. I swear.
Looks suspiciously like Kevin.
On camera.
No, I mean there's this whole online petition the other day for a certain Knight's character, but let's not go there, shall we? Or do you want us to go there?
I don't know where you are. I don't know where you live as well. You'll be sorry. No, it's.
But what's the difficulty in picking which franchises to actually go for? Are you actually given a select few to choose, or are you able to give it free rein? And
it's really difficult. I mean,
it's a long process.
You want to get in as many characters as you can. List review that we've actually gone and looked at feedback from SST. We do a lot of forums. We do NearGAF, NCSC UK, All Mail UK, Game Facts, Nights into Dreams Community Forum,
Nights Community.
UK, All Mail UK, Game Facts, Nights into Dreams Community Forum,
Nights Community Forum.
and we basically just got loads of feedback and put it together, and these are the things that people wanted to see, and these were the ones that we wanted to see, and then we gave them to Sega and said, okay, who do you want to see? Once we've done that, we then work out how long it's actually going to take to make it with everything and try and just chop it back. You've got to get a good mix. You need to have characters which are recognisable, you need characters that kids will enjoy, you need characters that older fans will enjoy. So as much as we'd love to put every character we possibly could, we have to draw a line somewhere, and it's an awful thing to have to do, because you're going to upset somebody somewhere. So
I mean, one of the aspects as well is variety. We didn't want all the characters just in cars. We wanted the race to not really look like another race. So you got some characters in planes, some on bikes, some on four wheels, some in monster trucks, and certain characters we picked because they kind of look cool in the race and they look cool in that lineup. Big, for example, on his little bike, a lot of that is because it kind of looked cool. It worked. So.
Yeah, and then you've got to have a mix of male and female characters. I don't know, but you've got to find that balance. It's got to be something for everyone, but at the same token, doable.
Did you have a lot of fun with making, the unique vehicles for each character? I mean, we've seen Big on a bike. Is that right? Big on a bike.
Big the cat on a bike.
It's almost like a dead weight kind of thing going on. Like, is he going to fall over? Is he going to roll, bounce over?
The inspiration of that is looking at old Warner cartoons of elephants on little trikes. It's sort of like, it looks cool. It looks funny. So that's one of the reasons that kind of came about.
If we could have got his feet to reach the pedals, we'd have made him pedal. But he needs his feet to. But we've had a lot of fun with him, and the truth is that we've designed a couple of vehicles a couple of times over. Some of them have been designed by some have been designed by Sonic teams, some have been designed by the original designers in most cases, and then we've took them in most cases, and then we've took them in and built them up. So it's been real fun. We try and make it so the cars have something of the character about it. So when you're racing, you can see who's in front. You can tell. The blue car, it's going to be Sonic, he's over there, you know where he is. And it's got like a look of him as well, so it's been fun. It's been fun.
What are the chances of things like online play or cooperative play or something like that? Can you mention that? Or?
Are you reading our PR blurb?
Tell us about the good things about the game.
Okay. Well, what we've got, we're doing online multiplayer on pretty much every platform. It's on PS3, it's on 360, it's on DS, and it's on Wii. I'm trying to remember the other one.
PC.
It's going to be 8-player, hopefully, except for DS, which has to be reduced, obviously. We're going to have split screen, 4-player split screen on every platform, except for DS, just a bit tiny. Pretty much all there. It's got to be. You know, we're competing against other games which got those kind of features. It needs to have it. So, and it's fun. It should have it. Rule number 1. Is it fun? Is it fun?
It's good enough.
So for me now, I think Richard Jakes did the soundtrack to Sega Superstars Tennis.
Yep.
Any hints as to whether he's actually doing the soundtrack to this one as well?
I think it's been confirmed more than once. We're working with the talented Mr. Jakes.
Sweet.
He's basically putting new music in for the menus. He's going to do a spot of new stuff, so it's going to be hopefully a fan pleaser. We love working with Rich.
Good stuff.
We've never met him. I was hoping he'd be here today, and he's not.
No, he was. He unfortunately is busy, but he would have turned up if he could.
Is he busy working on Sega and Sonic Allstar Racing?
Well, let's hope so.
Good. That's why. So I can accept that.
Let's open it up to the floor now. Time for my exercise routine.
No.
Awesome.
I already asked that question. The vehicles. Yeah, it was a good question. Does anyone have any questions for Steve or Travis? Let's go here because it's a shorter distance to walk. Ben, isn't it?
Yeah, my name's Ben.
Let me guess. Why did you put Sonic in a car?
No.
Oh. That's okay then.
We can answer that question. It's fine.
No. Well, first of all, as Sven already mentioned, first of all, I want to compliment you on making good use of Sonic's classic artistic style in the games, because I think it's something that the modern mainstream Sonic games abandoned, and they need to start going in that right direction again, because I think the look of the games is why we already fell in love with it in the first place. So I want to compliment you on that.
Yeah, cool. Thank you very much.
But my question to you is, as a former E-Media student and about to start games technology at the University of Portsmouth, what advice would you have for me? And also, I'd like to know how you came to work in Sumer Digital.
Did you catch up?
Aspiring game developer, you want to get into game development, what tips can we give you?
Should I speak a bit clearer?
Sorry, so what happened last night is he made me stand in front of a speaker for 3 hours. So as a result, I'm slightly deaf. Did you ask that you wanted to know the best way to do it?
I was just asking, I'm about to start a games technology course at the University of Portsmouth.
Right. Oh, right, okay.
And I'd like to know if you have any advice for me, because I have my own ideas, and they're kind of based on Sonic fan characters, but what
okay, so basically what you're saying is you've got an idea that you want to do your own game design, and how would you go about it after you finish your course? Ooh, I'm going to let you take that one.
Right, okay. In terms of actually sort of like getting your own, I think the first thing you need to do is sort of like you need a lot of experience behind you, and if you're just starting your course, I think I've had quite a few people come up and ask me about this today, and one of the first things I think is just try and get a placement working with teams. At Sumer we have placements sometimes, don't we? We have coders come in, they work with the team for 6 months, and that sort of experience is invaluable. I've had quite a few people ask about that today, and if you can get into that, then in terms of your own ideas,
even he doesn't get to make the games he wants to make.
Ideas. I think it's just be enthusiastic about it, be passionate about it. If it's an idea that you really believe in and really want to do, look at your strengths. If your strengths is art and it's you get into the character design, get that aspect. Try and get a prototype together, get a few guys together, and try and just make some sort of little demo. Design is very iterative. You never get anything right first time. Don't ever expect to write something on paper and it magically appears. It's very, very hard, and you always have to iterate and try. And as long as you're enthusiastic and you pursue it in that avenue, then all the best to you. That's definitely the way to go.
I mean, to be honest, you've done the right thing. You're taking a games course, and I'd absolutely recommend that to anybody. It gives you a good grounding in all aspects, so it'll teach you a little bit of programming, probably some